Hello everybody, this is Pirouette. I'm not sure I pronounced that right, but I heard this game was kind of a mindfuck. So, press X. Okay, there we go. Sleepy. Anything I can do? Does anybody know how to pronounce that right? Let me know, because I don't. My darling daughter, you slept in. I was feeling most unwell, Mammy. Here's you complaining about a pain in the head, and aren't your wives all on the brink of death? What? Pardon? Ha! Goes to show how much you care. I don't believe I know what you're talking. You would if it were in your interest. I am more than adequately interested in my wives, Mammy. It's not obvious. You've been spending all your time at the hospital. People might be led to think that you don't have any wives at all. Heaven forbid my oncologists should get the wrong idea. You can't trust them. Of course, Mommy, of course. In any event, if what you say is true, then I should be getting on to say my farewells. Better you do that rather than dithering about here, then. So, like, lesbian with polygamous? That's kind of cool, I guess. Hello up there. Oh, hello, darling. How many wives does it take to change a light bulb? Do you really mean to insult me like that? My dear, I was just making a joke. Doesn't seem so funny from up here, tooling as I am for our household. Oh, now. Besides, I'm perfectly capable of doing this by myself. Oh, my dear, I don't mean to berate you. I would find it quite upsetting were you to. Don't put the blame on me. I'm not blaming anyone. I would hate for these last moments to be unpleasant. Be quiet. You're putting me... You know, you could have catched her, my dear. Oh well. Well, that happened. Music's kinda nice. You're drunk. You'd never leave me for a moment any doubt why I left you. You truly are the most terrible of all possible women. Yeah, I've met worse. You think me possible? At a stretch, I could be pushed to term you likely. How things have changed. You used to scream out declarations of my existence when we made love. Your reality was never as lucid as during intercourse. Sometimes even when we were in public, you would tease me and hint at my existence. A grand flirtatiousness of the newlyweds. Our relationship was entirely platonic. My epistemology was platonic. Our relationship was anything but. What was it that you said in the end? You said that you lacked the ontological commitment to stay with me. It was inconceivable that I ever could intend to hurt you. And yet you did. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Sorry about what? I'm sorry I ever doubted you. You've hurt me so much. Maybe it'll be drink that'll do you in. I wash my hands. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. You break my heart. Let me be then. Can't kill her? What the? Well, how did she die? What? Did her brain just stop? Was it the drinking? Didn't see her vomit. It's usually how they die. They pass out and vomit in their sleep. My husband. Oh, my darling. Wait, husband? So I'm a guy? What? The weather today is so clement. Indeed, my wife, the air is so light and of charming humidity. Why don't you come over here to me, my dear? I fear I may not have time. In a rush? No, my dear, I fear you are about to die. Oh, don't be. There was little more joyful than the idle chit-chats we shared. I fear I shall never so thoroughly enjoy such a vapid intercourse again. Okay. That's something. I'm not sure what to make of this just yet. Oh my, I don't suppose there's any point in inquiring if you're alright. I'm sure you don't need me to inform you of the utter severity of my situation. Yes, it's rather unfortunate, isn't it? Don't mock me. I was only joking. I'm sorry to tell you, my love, but your humor doesn't seem to work as well from the vantage point of one crushed under the weight of a rented car. Really? Let me investigate. Why did the goose drive the firmament? Don't. To soften the jeers of the foes of love. You're right. That doesn't work at all. Yes, it's rather unfortunate. And what of the other driver? I doubt she would be any more amused. I mean, where is she? She fled the scene. Had I happened here earlier, I would have chased after her. I don't doubt it. The precariousness of this position, I confess, makes me feel rather uncomfortable. Would you begrudge me getting up? Not at all. You must be off anyways. You have to go pick up your results today. Don't remind me, please. If I did remind you, you'd only forget. You're right. I should be off. Goodbye, my darling. Oh, she's dead too, I guess. There's an ambulance right here. Why is nobody helping her? What? The fuck? People just lazy? It's a cafe? Ooh, looks nice. I can go for some coffee right now. Oh good, you're back. Well, I actually had 3 cups before recording this. Excuse me, my dear. I got rather diverted on my way back from the laboratory. I ordered the steak for you. Yummy. Oh yes, so I was reading that book I told you about last night. Thinking of me? Yes. I was his lover, as he wrote that, the author. This was... before? No, at the point of orgasm. He produced it in an instant? Actually, it lasted several weeks. What? Fascinating. Did he pay you for your services? No, he only gave me a pat on the bottom. I didn't know what to make of it. I suspect he wasn't fully certain himself. He was entirely certain of his own rigor. It was in everything else he saw and beauty. And what were you? To him, I was his coy mistress with the sweetie yielding buttocks. Coy, but I always found you to be perfectly forthright. Yes, well, you lack the ability to take anything I said anything other than literally. You mean you were saying other things the whole time? Don't be absurd. I was saying what I said. I never uttered the word except to say it. Do you mean it? It was meant. I couldn't settle with that. But you stayed with me for 9 whole years. And for 9 years I battled with my conscience. Yes, it left me as something of a third party. But now it is your time to leave me. Yes, I had come to bid you farewell. You've changed your mind in the interim? Time has run out. I must move on. Oh, but what about your steak? I don't think I might savor it. Not really. But it will be perfectly lovely. I don't have a moment to spare, my love. How did she die? What? No. Couldn't move for a second there. Move. This is... yeah, I have no word for this. Alas, it seems I was too late here. She died a full 20 years before I was born, and I can remember the first time we met as if it were yesterday. What? Does that make sense to anyone? I can remember the first time I set eyes on her, as I pried open her casket. Oh. 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 I remember our first kiss, still yielding were her sweetly weathered lips. Yet now she's dead and gone, have I realized. Oh, why have I burdened with this fate? Well, that's, not something I was expecting. We're in a hospital now. Screw you, no smoking sign. Looks like this is the end. Oh, my husband. Hello. It's so good to see you. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I just went to fetch a sandwich. Don't worry about that, my darling. You're here now. How are you holding up? Oh, you know what doctors are like. What about you? Did you hear back about your results? Yes, though I can't remember what they said. Are you feeling okay? I don't know. I feel as if I might disintegrate. You're falling apart? I feel as if I might. How long have you waited to tell me? Since we first met. When I first saw you across the canal, I knew that I wanted to tell you everything. Why did you wait so long? I wanted to tell you. At every instant I was terrified that a moment would pass, and I would no longer be in a position to tell you, or you would no longer be inclined to listen. I'm not much able for anywhere else than listening these days. Your disclosure is thusly stretching my abilities to capacity. It's as generally fulfilling an activity as I can hope for at this stage of my life to cope with. I don't mean to burden you in your final moments. My final moments? You're not looking in the best shape yourself. Yes. I'm feeling rather tired. Would you mind if I joined you? Don't be so morbid. I'm going to die. I know. Your father was here this morning and told me. We're the only two left, and you in better shape than I. Won't you reconsider? Oh, alright then. I shall not object if you join me now. Thank you. My dear? Yes, love? What do you think shall come of us? I imagine we shall die soon. No, but after that. I imagine the best we can hope for is to receive thorough ravishing from one of your protégés. Oh, joy. Your eye is bleeding. What? What? Don't worry. Here, give me your hand. It means that you're becoming a woman. What? What? But I'm dying. Huh? What? But the is what? I don't understand any of that. I don't understand any of that. What the hell? What the hell? I can feel my brain cells stabbing each other because this drove them crazy trying to comprehend it. Was that even supposed to make no sense? Who would make this? Why would they make this? This isn't even a mind fuck, it's a mind unwanted pregnancy. Jesus. Just what the fuck? The fuck? Fuck, no, but I think interpretations of this would make even less sense. I'm gonna go dip my head in Clorox. That will probably remove the memory of this.